Hare Krishna, Namaste. Chapter 16 is entitled as Devasura Sampat Vibaha Yoga, the yoga of the divine and demonic nature. Sloka 13. Idam adya mayā labdham, imaṁ prāpsye manoratham, idam astīdam me, bhaviṣyati punar dhanam. This sloka explains how they think when their desires are fulfilled. From the previous verse, we learned that Asuric people decides that having knowledge related to body and senses to satisfy them to the max is actually moksha according to them. That is their mokshananda. Therefore, they go about acquiring wealth for just this purpose, and they do this in ways that are not recommended by the scriptures. In the last part of the second chapter, we learned there are 4 stages of progression of those who try to control their senses. As they successfully pass through one stage, they look forward for the next stage. In this way, they feel some sort of achievement. So the yogis also feel that they have done something, they achieved something. Control of external senses by keeping himself in an aloof, a lonely place, away from any disturbances. That stage is called etamana samñai. After controlling the external senses, the yogi thinks, let me control my internal senses, and that is vyatireka samñai. Then after achieving the second stage, he now contemplates to get to the third stage. That's where the sense objects are unable to pull him. That stage is called ekendriya samñai. And the last, the 4th stage that he wanted to achieve is vasikara samñai, where he doesn't even see those sense objects present. Rather, all he sees is only his own atma. We can see that yogis strive to come to this stage, whereas these strange yogis that we are talking now, who are actually ayogis, also have their own various stages in their life which are goal for them. They consider what wealth I have acquired, which other things I should now acquire, what I have achieved, what remains to be achieved. I achieve simply by my own ability. It is not due to anyone's help. Certainly it is not due to my past karma or by so-called non-existing God. The only ultimate goal for me is Sharira Sukham. They are called as Charvakas or Lokayakas. For those who want to know more detail about Charvaka philosophy, kindly refer to the 5th chapter, 7th sloka, part 12. Now let's understand from this sloka how such Asuric people think about themselves when they achieve what they decide for. Let's see the word by word meaning. Adya idam. Now this thing, mayā labdham, has been gained by my ability. Imaṁ manoratham. This other desire which wanted to be obtained, prāpsye, I shall gain through my ability. Idam. This wealth that I've got, asti, is with me due to my ability. Idam dhanam api. This other wealth also, punaha, further, mine only. Bhaviṣyati. It will increase in the future, which will become mine. Translation. The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future, more and more. Idam, that's referred here, is about one's house, land, wife, children, etc. We know that the cause of we possess these things are simply due to our accumulated previous karmas. So the karmas are the cause which then being sanctioned by the Lord for us to have this house, land, spouse, children. It varies as per our karma. One may have simple house, one may have a mansion, one may not have land or one may have land, one may have spouse who are loving and caring, or one may not have such spouse. One may have children who are obedient, ungrateful, or one may have children who are not so. It is all simply due to one's previous karmas. Whatever is happening in the world can be classified into two categories. One is drishtam, another one is adrishtam. Adrishtam doesn't mean luck. Adrishtam means those which cannot be seen through our eyes. So the cause cannot be seen through our eyes. They are called adrishtam. Whereas drishtam are those causes can be seen through our eyes. So that which can be seen through our eyes are drishtam. That which cannot be seen through our eyes are adrishtam. Therefore, drishta karana and adrishta karana are two distinct categories of causes. If we see a couple of examples, this will be clear. When I walk on the street, I hit a rock and get bleeding. So the cause of this is seen by my eyes. It is due to my careless walking, I hit the rock, and due to that I get bleeding. This is drishta karana. Whereas there are causes which cannot be perceived through our eyes. Say a child is born in a rich family, in an aristocratic family, and there's another child who is born in a poor family. In this case, no one has seen the cause, the karana. That doesn't mean there's no cause. There cannot be an effect without a cause. For one to be born in a pious family, we know from our previous chapters that such person must have gone through several lifetime of punya karma, pious deeds, so that now he can further progress in a right path towards spirituality. So such karana which cannot be seen by our eyes but do exist are adrishta karana. Those who are divine by nature accepts the adrishta karana, and of course drishta karana as well, whereas the demoniac natured ones do not accept adrishta karana. For them everything has to be seen. They only believe in drishta karana. So the demoniac will not accept the adrishta karana, the cause which cannot be seen. He doesn't accept karma. He doesn't accept it is by the grace of the Lord that one is in better condition of life. Then the question comes, how did you attain or obtain whatever you have now? How did you get this house, this car, this land, your family, your children, etc.? He says, mayā labdham. They are all attained just by my own effort. Of course, we all say that I did this job, I bought this house, I purchased this land. Nothing wrong in saying so. But these Asuric people emphasizes on one point, that is, I bought this house of my own effort. I purchased this land because of my ability. I got this job because of my talent. All that I have is simply because of my own ability. I go to work, I do the job, I get the money. I went to the matrimonial sites, I found a spouse, I got married. I put an effort to get a child. As you can see, it's all simply because of my own ability. Why these people are so specific about their ability is simply because they don't want to accept God as the cause, nor they want to accept it is due to some luck, because they feel it is an insult for them. These people doesn't want to hear someone telling them that they are in this high position because of their previous karma, or because of some luck factor, or because of God's grace. He will not accept any of these reasons. He strongly believes it's all because of his own talents and ability that he is in such high position. Whereas, in other hand, whatever is got by the Sattvic people, the divine people, they think that it was received by the grace of God. Similarly, whatever they accomplish, they ascribe it is due to the grace of God. They think the same way about future events as well. Whatever happens in the future in their life is also due to the mercy of God. When a Sattvic person takes some task, few of the tasks may be successful, few may not. Then he thinks that it is the will of the Lord that some did not succeed. Therefore, either we take it as it is, or he prays for the grace of the Lord to make it successful. But the Asuric person thinks completely in opposite way, because of his ahankara, ego, which makes him to think that he is this body, not the self, which lead him to further illusion. Such person lost the ability to think the way the Sattvic, the divine people think. He thinks, the Asuric people thinks, what has happened in the past is because of me. What is happening now is also because of me. And whatever is going to happen in future is also because of me, my ability. It is because of my ability I came to this country. It is because of my ability I am in this position. And it is because of my ability I will be in such a position in future. He never thinks that he cannot achieve anything. In case if he cannot achieve something, then he tries to destroy those people who are cause of his failure. The sadhu thinks he needs to pray to the Lord when things doesn't work for him, whereas asadhu thinks to kill those who becomes the cause of his failures. The sadhus accept the failure as divine plan. The asadhus do not accept the failure but tries to develop enmity against those who were the cause of the failure or try to destroy them. When we compare the divine and demoniac here, one should not think that the demoniac seem to be more active, passionate, involved in getting their work done to achieve their goal, whereas the divine ones seem to be fully depending on God to make things happen. That's not the case. That's a wrong understanding. It is for sure we have to do our effort. We have to do our duty. For a student to pass their exams, it is not that they pray to Krishna to come and write the exams. For one to have a job stability, it is not that the divine person prays to God to go to office and do his job. So let's be very clear. It is our effort, it is our duty to perform the action. But the divine natured ones always pray to the Lord to fulfill the task as he does the action. This Krishna has clearly mentioned in the second chapter, 47 Sloka. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma paleshu kadachana ma karma palahetur bhur ma te sangastu karmani. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. Why does Krishna say that we should not consider ourselves to be the cause of our action? Because it is not just us. There are other factors also involved for an action to be performed. Jivatma, Paramatma, Sharira, that's body, Indriyas, the senses, Prana. Without the involvement of all these five, one can never perform any actions. So the sadhus, the divine natured ones, accept these five factors to perform an action, whereas the asadhus accepts only one. That is, he accepts I, Atma. But again, he doesn't accept the Atma the way that we understand as per the scripture. For him, Atma is not different from body. Body and Atma are one and the same. He is that Sharira, Sharira is he. That Sharira, along with Indriyas, Prana, is all one and the same for him. So for him, body, Atma, Indriyas and Prana are one. And what about Paramatma? That he denies anyway. Therefore, the sadhus accept five factors to be the doer, whereas the demoniac one accepts only one factor as doer, and that is he, who is the body, Indriyas and Prana, and there is no Paramatma. Therefore he thinks that which gratifies me, that is my body, I will do that on my own, by my own ability. I don't need anyone's help here. Idamasti, this wealth earned through my own ability is under my control. I will attain whatever I want by my own effort. Certainly not by God, not by my karma, not by any luck. I have the ability to attain more and more and more. To conclude, such people think that now this land, wife, children, etc. have been acquired by me through my own ability. I am also going to get a few other things cherished in my mind, because we saw in the previous sloka his desires are unlimited. So he has a lot of desires, but he thinks that he can get everything fulfilled by his own ability. I have in my control the money that I have earned with my own talent. Using my talent, I am going to secure some more wealth. This sloka dealt with the mental orientation of the asuric persons regarding the acquisition of objects of their desire. How do they think about undesirable things? How do they turn them away is going to be the subject for the next sloka. Idam adya mayā labdham imaṁ prāpsye manoratham idam astīdam me bhaviṣyati punardhanam. Thank you. Namaste. Hare Krishna.